Hello, everyone. We are so excited today, guys. Welcome. We are officially in fall. We have Lacey Carroll with me, and we have Ashley Nicole
Hello.
here today. Ashley, welcome.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
You are so welcome.
Hi.
We're live in the private Facebook group. So those of you on Instagram seeing us, if you're not a member of our private Facebook group, please hop on over. We'd love to have you be in our community and hit us with all your questions. I'll be monitoring Instagram and Lacey will be monitoring Facebook. But Ashley, we're just going to talk until we get inundated with questions because you are like this amazing educator. Can you just give us a little bit of background, and then Lacey's going to dive in with everything from here on out?
Yeah, sure. So my previous career was in teaching. I was a senior, high school teacher. Well, I did teach middle school for a minute, but that's wild. But yeah, so I was a teacher, but actually prior to that, I was in school for photojournalism in college. And at the time, everyone talked me out of it. They were like, no, absolutely not. You'll be a struggling artist forever. Get away from photography. So I got a marketing degree and then went back like a year later because I did not want to do any of that as far as like cold calls and all the, entry level stuff. But yeah, so then I went back to school to be a teacher. And I just never lost my like love or passion for photography. So started seeing some of my students didn't have senior pictures, or the ones that they brought in were like, oh, little rough, you can't tell that's you, that kind of thing. So I would just bring my like travel camera to school, go right outside, cute little background, and just kind of like evolved to where parents were asking me like, well, did you do a whole session? Can we just book you? And then that took off really fast. So
I can see that happening.
And yeah, I was going to say, about how long ago was that?
So I would say, I don't know, probably like 2012, 2013 is when like all of that kind of started.
Okay, yeah.
And then by 2015, I had like my senior business. I had my LLC, my Instagram, all the things. And then by 2019, I retired as a teacher and I've just been doing photography full time.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You and I have met before, and we connected because your story isn't, although it's not exactly like mine, there's some parallels there. Me going into marketing, and I worked for the school newspaper in college and stuff. So I really love hearing like how people entered into the photography business, but specifically with seniors, right? You seem like you were perfectly set up, in your life accidentally.
Yeah.
But to be a senior portrait photographer, right? You were a high school teacher, but you also did photojournalism. So you had all these things that were working for you. And people, just like in my life, said there's no way you're going to make money enough to stay afloat, right? And I think that's something that occasionally I still have to prove that is not that this is a viable job.
My father still
people that I meet. Oh, what was it?
My dad still doesn't understand what I do. He thinks it's the equivalent of like Sears Portrait Studio.
Oh,
sorry though.
Yeah, no, when I remember a couple of years ago, my uncle was like, okay, you're a photographer, but like, what do you do for like a living though? And I was like, oh, this. And then when he finally came out and he saw my studio, he was like, oh, okay, I get it now. I see it now. You're an actual viable business. And okay, I'm incorrect. And he wasn't being mean or condescending. He just didn't think it was, he probably knows a couple people in his community that do it on the side, which is totally cool too. But he didn't see it as like a viable full-time thing.
Yeah.
I am, just as a heads up for those in the Facebook page, because I see some people watching, feel free to, ask some questions, whether you have questions on, because I know you have a really cool team and you work a lot with like giving back with your team, things like that.
Yes.
And so that's something that not everyone utilizes. And I think that's a mistake, because a lot of these kids are looking for things to help with their college applications, and any little bit helps, right? So how did you start to get into that aspect of your model team?
So I honestly think that comes from the teaching side of things. So I, had my students involved in volunteering opportunities all the time. And I also kind of just framed the entire team around what I saw was lacking for them, like in their life, that like community of their age that doesn't go to school with them, that kind of thing. But the giving back portion, I think that's just a part of who I am. Like it started way back, like 10 years ago or so, where I would post that I was walking the dogs from animal charities. Like that was my, weekend thing. I had a bond with some of the dogs. So like some of the girls saw and they were like, well, we want to come. We want to do that. And I was like, yes, I would love for you to do that. So then that has become a thing that we do that now. We have a whole event with it. Like they go and volunteer. They do stuff on their own with the dogs. Like they'll send me, like a selfie or whatever. We're out walking, Zeke today. And I love that kind of stuff, so it's very, very much about giving back. We do, a Panerathon event every year, which for us is like giving back to the Breast Cancer Foundation that is local. And it's like a huge event for us every year. The girls look forward to it. But I have to say, like, so many of the girls have said that it's those events where I'm not bringing my camera, where they're really connecting with the other girls. They're making those bonds, and like other model teams may not offer that. So you may never talk to some of the girls on the model team if they're not at the shoot at the same time as you or something like that. But the volunteering really, really is time for bonding.
We have a few questions here, if I can just interject on the Instagram side.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, if you stay to the end of this live, there's going to be a freebie. So interact, stay to the end. First of all, Corey Matthews Photography says, hi, Lacey. And
hi, Corey.
Just Right Photography PA says, do both of you do in-person sales? And if so, how do you slide into that? I do in-person sales. Do you do in-person sales, Ashley?
Yes.
And you do a hybrid, Lacey?
Yes. Which does involve in-person sales, but they are pre-purchasing things before they're, at their session, but then I add on at the end.
Yep. Yeah. And I do the sales with every client. What about you, Ashley?
Yeah. So I actually started out back like 10 years ago doing in-person sales. Like I never was the shoot and burn, I guess. Like when you start, like I don't know, I think I got the right guidance and I just never started out that way. So I've always done in-person sales. I don't know. I just think if you put it out there and you set your expectation and you confidently say your numbers, which I'll be honest, took me a couple of years to get to, especially when dad comes in, like that makes me extra intimidated. But, it took a while, but I got confident in my pricing and in the quality of the products. And I think honestly, just saying it confidently makes a huge difference.
Corey Matthews.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has a question. Has anyone experienced the downsides of business when the phone doesn't ring and you're considered too expensive in your market? I think every photographer has experienced that, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm definitely one of the higher end in my market, and we're always going to experience that. You're always, if you are valuing yourself at a certain price point, you're going to have clients that aren't naturally for you. But you have to add value to your business that makes the most sense, right? And that's why with Ashley, you've added value to your business with your ambassador program. You've added value with these connective events, right? Anyone, a really good photographer. I really, truly believe that. It is at this point attainable. It's the added value to your business that can help justify that price, right? So Ashley, what are some other things that you do to stand out in your market, either whether it's within your ambassador program or something that you've discovered through the years?
Well, recently I brought back destination sessions, which has been so exciting and so fulfilling for me. Like I brought it back last year. I took a girl to Charleston for her senior pictures, and that kind of like, that was incredible. It was spring, it was, everything in Charleston. And then in the fall, a different girl wanted to go to New York City. So we did her pictures there, had the best time. And then that opened up for this year. So a family basically just, paid for me to go to the Outer Banks with them and do their daughter's senior pictures at the beach house that they rent every year. And like, it had that like sentimental value. And they were so grateful to me that I'm willing to travel to do this. And I see it as like, I'm grateful you want to pay me to do this. You know what I mean? Like I get to incorporate something I love with, something that like is work. So, I mean, I don't know. It's incredible. They see the value in it. They're happy that I'm willing to travel. I just got back from New York 2 weeks ago and shot with 2 girls there. They're best friends their whole lives. They don't go to school together. So it was a really great experience for them and their moms. And I think that part is super important too. Like their moms are getting this like great trip, but they're making all these core memories with their daughters. And I don't know, this like the stuff they did even outside the shoot was like awesome. So it's just that fulfilling experience.
I've got more
questions. I love that. Yeah, I know you've got questions coming in, Vickie. So you go ahead and just go. But I was going to say this. It also can help with your creativity to go to a new place, right, Ashley?
Yes.
Like, it's just like, it reinvigorates me when I have a client that's like, hey, I want to go here. I'm like, heck yeah, because I get to see new places.
Exactly. No, absolutely. Creatively fills me up so much that I need that.
Yeah, you're not in a burnout rut at that point. You've broke free. You've had a chance to recharge, look at things through a new lens. Yes. Corey Matthews, photographer, asked this question. I'm going to answer this one because I know what Lacey's going to say. I've even, let's see here. No, I need a marketing strategy. I'm so lost with bookings. You need to join Connect. Please join Connect semester 2. The doors are open for that. We take you through all of that. Lacey, you know the 6-month curriculum by heart. So, I mean,
do I? No, I do. I mean,
I just think for a strategy, that's your best bet is to get into Connect.
We have 3 educators that have 3 different approaches, and that's why I think Connect event is like so different, right? There's not one way to make spaghetti. Everyone has a different way of making spaghetti, right? So there is someone that is an all-inclusive shooter, a hybrid shooter, and an IPS shooter. There's nothing, and we all are profitable businesses, right? And semester 2 is supplemental income is month 1. Destinations is month 2. Hold on. Lighting is month 3, editing month 4, and branding is month 5, styling month 6. And we're on month 6 of the first half of the semester, and we're going to redo that semester next month.
Yay. I know, I'm so excited. And Corey Matthews, photographer again. Let's see here. I've even offered a few free model shoots for seniors this year and no responses. Ashley, I will let you take the floor on that one. Have you ever had that happen?
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. You're offering free shoots and there's nobody's accepting, right? Okay, so I would say first of all, like what type of shoots are you offering for free, and to who? And maybe more directly, you could go straight to a client or a past client if you're willing to work for free and, show your work, like show what you can do at a shoot like that. So then when you're marketing it, you have like something recent to show, you have somebody else sharing it, you have maybe their friends sharing it, making those direct connections, just to get your work out there, your name out there, your reputation building would be really important.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Shannon,
I also think,
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I also think targeting a specific community like dancers or cheer or soccer, and reaching out to the coaches and saying, is there someone you feel is a leader within that community? I would love to offer them, 5 free images. Limit what you give for free. But it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If you find a kid that is kind of a leader in that community, that will help with the marketing potential.
Corey came back and said seniors, okay, because there's so many different coaches and educational programs, but it's hard to sift through, and I don't want to waste money anymore.
You won't waste money. Go do the Connect. Honestly, they're amazing.
Oh, thank you,
Shannon Lang Photography. How do you scout locations for travel, Ashley?
Well, New York I've been to a ton of times. And then it kind of goes down my bucket list of like places I'd like to shoot that I also think they'd enjoy. You know what I mean? So during my like model team interviews, I talked about, I would love to shoot at the ocean. I like kept bringing up the ocean, and then a client was like, we'd love to have you in the Outer Banks. So like, I don't know, plant the seeds of where you want to go.
Keep reinforcing that manifestation. Okay. Yeah. And she also said, meaning the area you're traveling to, like, how do you know where to go?
How do you know where,
where to go?
Like, I think they mean like specifically, like I scout Google Earth and I look up TikToks and stuff like that. Like the specific locations in New York or the specific locations in, like Miami or wherever you're going. I know I do a ton of research because I'm not going to fly all the way to Miami, scout it, and then fly back, and then that's too much.
I definitely do it the way that you do. I'm on TikTok a lot. I'm researching a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to actually see physically, like, what did it look like in the month I plan on being there and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yep.
Corey said, nice, but the coach's wife is a photographer and she gets first dibs. Well, Corey, do it differently than the wife.
Different.
Do it better.
Yeah. Yeah, and find a different coach if that's the case. There's going to be dance studios and things like that. I have dance studios that will never hire me because they have like a mom that's at the dance studio that's a photographer that's been doing it for 12 years. I'm not even going to bother with trying to get into another person's like market. I will send a blanket email to a couple of dance studios and things like that. And it's worked in the past several times for me. But I come with a strong concept. Just like when you're reaching out to an agency, you have to come with a strong concept. You can't just say, hey, I'd like to take some photos. It's, hey, I want to do this photo shoot. Here's my concept. I'd like to do this.
Exactly. Just something that'll stand out. Even like if you offer sports minis, something that would make you go ahead of the curve here. He said one high school here at one time I got clients. Honestly, it's changed in my market politically. Sorry to say.
Yeah, I understand that. The economy is taking a dip, but I think every single photographer has felt that a little bit. And that's just those of us that have been in business long enough, we've felt this a couple of times, right? And we have to weather that storm. We have to choose to weather that storm in one way or another. When I've had storms in the past, that's how I got into headshot photography. Sometimes it can be really difficult to try and sell senior portraits. My first year of senior portraits, I had 50 clients, and I went from 50 to like 12. And I was like, what happened? And it was because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how I went from 50 to 12, and it was because I didn't know I had to keep marketing because all those kids had graduated. I didn't think that was like a big deal. And because I didn't know, I got lucky my first year, right? And so, things will dip, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is bad. And I got into headshot photography, when I had a death in the family, and I couldn't focus on seniors. So, there's a lot of ways to diversify your profit base. So
I felt a huge switch, if I could add on to that for a second, between
yes,
like
please.
clients that are just booking as a client at a higher level versus my ambassador team. The past 2 years, I've gone up in the amount of like, students that I'll accept on the team, because I think that is where the parents are more eager to like hand over their card. They see all the value added, they see all the extras, and to them, all of that is worth however much I'm charging. Versus a regular senior session at the price that it's at, I think has making people like if people are pausing basically when they see those numbers as things shift. So I don't know. I think maybe even focusing on a team where you have all the value added extra stuff, people might be more willing to pay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think you have to always look at your market and see how you can stand out. That's how I got into my market. I was in a very saturated market. I am in a very saturated market. There's some amazing photographers, including educators, that were in my market when I first started. And I said, what can I offer that I'm excited about? Because I'm not going to offer something I dislike, right? That I'm excited about that will make me stand out. And for me, that was my style closet and my fashion consults. Okay, so Ashley, I have a couple of questions for you, if that's okay.
Yeah, go.
I see that you shoot backlight, you shoot bright light, you shoot like studio stuff, like kind of like, but is it natural light studio?
No.
Oh.
No. Okay. It looks natural.
There
So it's
probably
really,
is
I thought
some.
like maybe because I'm
There
like
probably
looking,
is some natural light
okay.
studio in there. I don't know what you're looking at exactly, but
So
I do know.
I'm looking at your website. I'm
Oh
looking at your
gosh,
website.
those are so old too.
So can you tell me? Well, then I'll look
No,
somewhere
you're
else.
fine, you're fine.
But my question is, what was your journey like into exploring these different things, right? When we start out, most of us just do golden hour, right? But how did you start to explore bright light and start to explore like some studio lighting and things like that?
Well, I'm going to date myself when I say this, but I took photography in high school, which was still a dark room and was still like a studio setting and all of that. Like I learned on film. So I learned light a much different way than I feel like people learn it now. But yeah, the studio stuff I actually learned in high school, and I will be honest, I never progressed beyond like the 2 light system, maybe throw a hair light. I don't even do that. It's just the most simple, basic, it's usually headshots or something that I'm doing in the studio with lights. I don't usually shoot, other stuff, I guess. I tend to gravitate naturally.
Do you bring, so you don't bring an on location light?
No, I have my
No, so do you do
reflector every
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I'm looking at your New York shots and I'm seeing some source of light, but I didn't know if it was like a soft box or a reflector.
I did bring some light for, they wanted sunrise pictures, and I did that in the Outer Banks too. So I did have light for those, yes.
Okay, so the ones on the bridge.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
so
Bridge.
probably the first portion. I don't even know if I posted any of those though. Like where you could see all the colors.
They're on your Facebook page.
Yeah, so no, those were natural. Yes. And then when the sun was up high enough, there was this beautiful cloudy haze that we got to use as like full sun, but not really. And yeah, I love that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, your work is stunning. And so you have beautiful photos, which is obviously something we all aspire to. And that's the extra bonus, is that you have this wonderful ambassador program, and they also get these beautiful photos. But I'm seeing like there's this adorable girl in this like pink bow thing. Are you giving them fashion consult advice? Are you giving them outfits, or are they picking those?
Yeah, I do consultations before their sessions. We usually do it like a month-ish before their session so that they can shop I give them ideas. I always have like an ongoing Pinterest board, and then I call it my screenshot folder of when I'm just going through finding things that I really like that I think would be great for their sessions. I kind of get an idea of who they are, especially if they're on my team. I've shot with them a few times. I know the super girly girl that's going to love the dress with the bow on the back. You know what I mean? So I kind of I just make suggestions based on them for outfits, and then they also bring me outfits and talk about, okay, how can we elevate this? I'm definitely not even close to as good at styling as you, Lacey, but I do feel like I can. I do okay.
Wait, Lacey, you went away.
Your volume is gone, Lacey.
Is it back?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
back.
Okay, so apparently it's connected to my phone.
That's what I was trying to tell you, but I didn't know if you could hear me. Mine was connecting to my phone too.
That's so weird. Normally it's not. I literally swiped it away to text my husband, can you shut the door? Because my dogs were barking. And I don't mean my feet are hurting. My dogs are actually literally barking. And I didn't realize that would cut off my microphone. I'm so sorry. I was going to ask, because I'm stalking you, Ashley, on your Facebook page and stuff. I see, like, you have such a variety of styles for your clients. Like, you have one girl that's like super girly girl. She's in that cute little bow dress. And then you have this girl in denim, and then like this cool boho girl that's on rocks. Was that the Outer Banks shoot, or?
No, that's local. She said she wanted her senior pictures to feel like a Stevie Nicks song. So we put that outfit together. Yeah, that was awesome.
I love that.
Yeah, I was like, you've come to the right person.
I love that. Yeah, I have a client named Stevie who's named after Stevie Nicks, and I was like, we have to put you in one Stevie Nicks vibes outfit, girly. We have to.
Yes.
Yeah, she just came with us to Salt Flats. She's such a cutie pie.
That shoot you guys just did looked amazing, by the way. Like, incredible. Incredible. The disco dress, that that model, everything about it was so perfect.
We have the best community. Yeah. I mean, the best community possible. And we all came together and we just had fun behind the scenes at the shoot. My heart is full from all of this.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. It's a whirlwind. And I simultaneously love the fact that it's just a shootout, and we all get there and we do this really cool thing. I mean, we had 14 models to coordinate and just like lots of things going on. So it's a whirlwind. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I barely got to see my friends, that are flying in. Like, I see them for like just a little bit, but it's so fun. And I really enjoyed it. Carissa styled half the girls. I styled half the girls. It was really, really fun.
Was that? It's a must do with us, I feel.
Okay, so you do like, what are some things that you do within your ambassador team? And I like that you call it an ambassador program. I think the days of calling it a model team are kind of over. And I know that's like a strong statement. But in my experience, I stopped calling it a model team. I said, I don't want to call it a model team, because some of the girls were getting like, oh, do you have to be, like, I was getting questions when applications would go out and they go, well, do I have to be a model? Do I have to look like a model? Like, what size do I have to be and stuff like that? And I'm like, wait a minute. This is sending the wrong message. So I stripped the word model from my senior squad stuff last year. I said, I'm done. I don't want that. So ambassador program, that's a beautiful name for it. What are some of the things outside of these activities with like the Panerathon and stuff that you do? Like, do you have them choose different themes? Do you do like the college tea and all of that?
Yes. So everything is collaborative with them. I tell them all the time, I'm not trendy. I don't know what's popular. I'm too old now to know all of that stuff. So like, I'm here to like bring their vision to life. So I always offer up my staple shoots that we do, college t-shirt and graduation, like cap and gown. That's a staple that they know we will always do. I always open the year with just a spring session, in attempts to like do the flower field with the sundress and like be done with it, but then it's never done. It's just coming right back. Like, it's just, and now I want to do it with the pink dress and whatever. But
I know.
I do.
It went from white dress to sage green to pink to purple. I know it's. Yeah.
Yes. And I think a lot of it. Yeah, and they're seeing that everywhere. Like when they go on TikTok and when they go on Pinterest, that's what they see. So that's what they want. And, but I do take their feedback. I do take their opinions. They have had really cool ideas. Like this year, I brought up senior jeans. And I was like, you guys always do these. You have the cutest pictures. Like, what if we did a senior jeans shoot? And it was some of the girls. So I don't understand the tradition of that, but some of them wear their senior jeans on the last day of junior year. Some of them wear them on the first day of senior year. And this is all in my community. So it's like, I don't know. It's like different schools, I guess. But
yeah.
So some of them already had their jeans. Some of them are excited to make their jeans.
Oh my God, the jeans.
Yeah.
I know.
So
mine
were so expensive. It was ridiculous. All the stuff.
All the stuff. Yes.
I know. It's big for HOCO for us. Like
Same
during
here.
the rally. That's when they wear their jeans. And then near graduation, they do it again. And then, that's a genius idea of doing the photo. Because I've done a couple of girls that brought their senior jeans to their like grad shoot and stuff. And I'm like, that's so cute. I love it with their little grad cap and gown, grad cap. But I think like these kids are setting our trends, right? Like we need to listen to them. We can't just force what we want onto them. So for my clients, and this is everyone else's that I know that I've talked to, they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. But my clients, for the most part, don't like free people anymore. They're over it.
It's for old people, according to my clients. Which
same.
It's my favorite store.
I know. A lot of my clients say, ooh, this is like millennial. And I was like, okay. So when people are like saying free people, but I'm like, I'm not going to force them into free people anymore. I never was like, I like free people, but it is what it is. My clients are like, ick, no thanks. And I think that is a East Coast, West Coast thing. I don't think it's made it to the Midwest yet. So, but hang on to your hats, people, because free people's coming out. They're done.
Yeah.
If I can just jump in real quick and circle back. You talked about the Utah event that we just came back from, our Connect shootout at the Flats. Maria Latham Photography, loved Maria. Okay.
Oh, hi, Maria. She was there.
She said, I 100% agree, and I'm ready to go again. You all killed it.
Oh,
Maria, that's high praise. We loved having you there, and Gracie too. So, yes.
Yeah. And Ellie, she brought her daughter Ellie and Raleigh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we had a great time. It was so fun. And her daughter is so beautiful. I put her in this gorgeous parachute dress. Okay, I don't want to talk about it too much, but I'm still coming down from it. I got home. Wait, what's today? Wednesday? Okay, I got home Monday from it. So
yeah, I slept until 11 o'clock Monday or Tuesday morning. I got up at 7, but I didn't get until midnight. Got home. I was tired. I'm still like going to Instagram, just dying over all the photos from everybody. I mean, it was just incredible.
Yeah.
See you and Carissa for styling and your hair and makeup teams. Thank you.
Yeah, they killed it. What people don't know about the salt flats is it's so dry because it's all salt and you feel like a little raisinette out there. So my lips are still like, I even brought all my chapstick, all my Aquaphor. I put it all on my face, but you feel dry for like 3 days after. You're just like this little, And I was
Nice.
out there for 3 days in a row because I brought clients and they want their shoot there. So I did that as well.
Oh, Maria said we had the best time. Ellie is currently scrolling through all the photos right now. So much fun. Wait till the magazine comes out, Maria.
Yeah.
Ellie's going to lose it. I'm so excited. Okay, I digress, but I saw that and I'm like, Maria, yes, you nailed it. It was epic. And it was
very fun.
A few more minutes left here. Got about 10 minutes left. So if you guys have questions, get them to Lacey on Facebook and to me on Instagram.
Yes, I've been checking the Facebook page here and there, but I'll be honest, I got distracted with Ashley's Facebook page. Oops, I'll go check it again. I know.
You know, there is something I didn't say that I just thought of. So as far as like when you were asking about the team and stuff, and I was talking about the, you know, feedback that they give me and the ideas, I also put together like a Pinterest board for them. Like this is our color palette. This is some suggested outfits for this theme. And then if they don't like it, they will tell me. So, but like I encourage it. It's a safe space. They can tell me. So I did that. We have a fall shoot coming up. And I put together a millennial fall Pinterest board. Think like Gilmore Girls, very cozy, like cute, layered, right? I'm thinking this is going to hit. This is amazing.
No.
I triggered them by using the word millennial. And there was
we are the enemy, you guys. I'm a millennial.
Yes.
I am the enemy. Yep, I know.
So I mean, take their feedback, because had they not told me that and like gone through with it, half of them wouldn't have showed up. And then the other half wouldn't have posted anything and would have untagged themselves. And then it's not getting out there whatsoever. So yeah, definitely like pay attention to them and listen to their feedback.
A lot of people are up in arms about the free people comment on Facebook.
Oh, I bet. I was waiting for that war to be raised.
I know.
And someone said, if not free people, what do my clients love now or love here in California? Right now, they are, and I can only speak for myself, but Ashley, I'm sure you know some of the things but they're really into cider, which I know is like way cheap, but Akira is another one. They're really into Akira, which is comparable to Free People pricing. And they do like Show Me Your Moo Moo. That's another one that they're into right now.
Forever. It just cycles back in and out. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, and free. Oh, go ahead.
And April said she did a fall Gilmore Girls is shoot, and her girls loved it, but she didn't mention millennial. And I was going to say the word millennial, because I did a Gilmore Girls shoot last year, and then this year I'm doing Friends, because they're all watching Friends. They're all obsessed, and they all want that Rachel haircut again. Here it comes.
I know. I did Gossip Girl fall last year. They loved that. Oh
yeah, yep. Yeah, just the word millennial is a bad word.
Such a bad word.
5 Parks
are great.
Senior says her girls love Altered State.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that is probably the number one store that they all at least get one thing from. Especially my girls in a flower field. Like Altered State is their vibe for sure. And then there's some like online boutiques that I feel like are a little edgier or just like more fun. They get a lot of stuff at Revolve. That's a big one.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, Revolve is big.
Reformation, those types of things.
Yes, Reformation, and they're so expensive. But
yeah, I've had girls wear $800 see-through dresses to their senior pictures from me, though. Like,
I know. I have a black jumpsuit from Reformation in the style closet, and it's all the girls are going gaga over it, and it's kind of a nothing burger, but that's what they like right now. I'm just gonna do whatever they like. I don't know. Shauna said, I will admit Free People had a rough styling patch, but they are back. Shauna, stop trying to make Free People happen. No, it's true. I like Free People in and of itself. I just know that my girls currently, I still have a couple girls that love Free People, but a couple of them are just like, no, this is what my mom likes. And I'm like, okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Do you guys notice that the moms come to the shoots like they could be your friends? Like they look like you, dress like you, they like the same thing. I don't know. I have found that now.
I love my mom.
Yeah. I mean, I'm now the age where I am the mom's age. And before I was not. Yeah. I was in my 30s. So people that were my age had younger kids. And now I'm like, oh, okay. I'm yeah. And it's funny because my hair and makeup people are also experiencing that for the first time. Because we all used to be like the young mid-20s, early 30s gals. And now we're 40 and 40 and up. So
Maria's piped in again, Maria Latham Photography, and she said she's currently creating a Pinterest board for her fall photo shoots and has asked Ellie, who makes the Pinterest boards to keep us relevant, to branch out of her comfort zone and create something different. And she loves the ideas for the clothing options.
Awesome.
Yeah, Ellie is her daughter who's a senior in high school. She's the cutest little thing.
So cute.
She's so cute.
You put on.
Yes. I also try to, and I don't necessarily enjoy watching content from, young creators because it's not really for me, but I will watch what they're wearing. I watch what they are into, because that is ultimately what I'm catering to, right? And that's who they're watching. So they're watching like Charlie D'Amelio and all these kids on the TikTokies and the Instagrammies. They aren't even on Instagram. It's just all TikTok. So yeah, I have to educate myself, and I'm sure Ashley, you have to educate yourself on like what's cool now.
Right. You have to talk about what they're interested in too. I think that builds like respect and just the relationship. Like I've talked about the summer I turned pretty all summer. So
yeah. And it's genuinely good too. And don't you dare wear a skinny jean.
Oh
no. I'm guilty. I always do, just because I'm in the in-between stages and I refuse to wear what's above and below. So I'm stuck with my skinny jeans. Sorry. I'm that person.
I get it. I'm actually, I grew up with a non-skinny jean, and it took me a long time to get into them. So I feel liberated. The only time I complain, I'm like, skinny jeans were great when it rains.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I like my baggy wide leg jeans because that was in when I was in high school, and it's just my comfort zone. And we went to New York and it was pouring and my pants were soaked halfway up my leg. And I'm like, oh, it was like such a reminder.
Yeah. I graduated in 2002. And so I feel you on the wide leg. Like, oh, I'm coming back home now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we've got time for one more question. If anybody has any questions, those of you that stayed on through the whole thing or just joined us at the end, I'm getting ready to pop a freebie into the comments of the Instagram live. I will cut and paste it and put it into Facebook as well for all of you.
I have a question while we're waiting. So how do you connect with your clients and really try to build up that relationship outside of the ambassador program and things like that?
Well, I have them fill out like a questionnaire, so that definitely that helps out. I do what you do, but I probably take it way too far, but I watch the shows they're watching. My TikTok algorithm is for them. Like I'm seeing what 17-year-olds get. Like I used to have a separate personal TikTok and I just got rid of it. So the business one is absolutely catered to them, and I'm reposting and resharing things that like they want to see. But just building the foundation of like, hey, I'm a safe place. You can feel comfortable here. I'm here to help you. I'm here to make you look the best you can possibly look, wear the right outfits, like calm all their nerves basically. But a lot of that happens, I think, when they meet me in the FaceTime, like we do the consultations through FaceTime. And I block off a half an hour of time to talk to them. And that's me laying the foundation of everything. If we don't get to do that for some reason, I feel like huge disconnect during the shoot.
I agree. Yeah. I don't feel comfortable personally, and I understand why people do it. You know, time is money and things like that. But I don't like it when I don't get to meet with my clients before a photo shoot. It just feels so disconnected to me. I want to get to know them, and I want them to know that I'm on their side and I'm here to make them feel good about themselves. It's more than just taking good photos. It's about the experience of gassing them up and feeling,
Mm-hmm.
you know, great about their photo shoot. Hold on one moment. I have a couple of questions that came in. Okay. So, Karen asked, even though I do a fashion consult, they often show up in outfits for the location that aren't great. For example, she had a girl that looked like she was going to a nightclub for a field at sunset. Do you see what they are going to wear before they shoot?
Yeah. Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So we do that consultation, and then they have to send me the outfits they plan to wear. I always say 1 week before their shoot, because I will never get them. Well, some of the girls I will, but ideally it'll be before the weekend before. They will send me, I put together their itinerary. So I'm matching up the outfits to the locations. I'm telling them, and I say that they have to send me those for photo approval. Meaning, like, if there's something wrong with it, or if it's like a jumper that has like a tight sleeve and then their arm's going to be pinned to their side for the entire shoot. Like, I want to tell them those types of things beforehand in case they want to swap it out. But also, I'm pairing up what they're wearing to where we're going because I know where it's going to photograph best.
Yeah. And I think that's really a big, huge reason why we want to know is so what they're wearing, so we know where to shoot. We wouldn't put like an edgy nightclub outfit in a field. We wouldn't put, like a flowy dress, maybe, on a rooftop or in a roller rink, right? So I think it's really important, even if you don't do a fashion consult beforehand, that you have that communication, and they'll feel taken care of, right? And we add that value to your experience and to their experience. Yeah, that's so smart. Yeah, I don't know if I got so many questions all at once, and you guys, I just want to say I can only see four.
That's why I said more.
I see 4 comments at a time, and once that goes down, I miss them, and I'm sorry. I tried. I'm trying. So if there are any more we didn't address, please repeat them. But I did get Karen's because Jamie. Thank you, Jamie, for repeating it for her. Yeah. Did you have one, Vickie?
Just Right Photography PA just said, thank you so much for all this amazing info. You're all amazing and very inspiring. Thank you. Please join our Facebook group. Get in there. Be part of this community. Thank you for being active today. And don't forget to grab your free stuff up in there. We want you to have some free stuff because you hung through it, because you came on pretty quick early on. And Ashley, you're wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, thanks
so much.
So Ashley, where can they find you? Can you plug yourself, not just your social media, but your website and all of that?
Yes.
So Instagram, Ashley Nicole Photo. It's 2 L's in Nicole. We're going to blame my mom for that. It's not a misspelling. She thought she was being unique. And then basically that everywhere else on TikTok and Facebook. And then website is ashleynicolephotography.com, but it hasn't been updated in a very long time. So that'll be a winter thing. That's my off season.
You're busy with your clients, okay? Let's just be real. You're busy with your clients.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know. Usually website's the last thing to get updated. I get it, girly. That's me. I just finally did some updates and then I messed up my website. So Working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Everyone on the Facebook page. If you do have questions, if you're watching this later, feel free to put them in there. I will look them over. I'm sure Ashley will. I know Vickie will, and we can also answer via text. Wow, this was a hit, Ashley. You are a popular girly. There's a lot of people watching on Facebook. I know there's a lot of people watching on Instagram.
Absolutely. Ashley, thank you so much. Everybody that missed this, there will be a replay on our YouTube and on the podcast. So join us again when Lacey and I come back with our next special guest next month.